You begin your life as an egg, tiny, defenseless and slightly sticky, laid by the queen herself. She's not just any queen. She's the queen, the monarch of this bustling underground metropolis. Your mom has been busy, laying up to 1,500 eggs a day. Let's be real. Your mom is very productive. Your first experience, darkness and crowding. You're packed in like a popcorn kernel in a bag about to explode, surrounded by hundreds of soon-to-be siblings, all vibrating in unison like a weird, legless dance party. Then, boom, you're a larva. A helpless, wriggling stomach on legs. The workers rush around, feeding you regurgitated snacks and keeping you safe. The nursery is a chaotic mess, with ants scurrying, cleaning, and generally acting like caffeine-fueled babysitters. But safety is an illusion, danger is always lurking. A sneaky beetle might break in for a snack. The victim could be you. One day, the vibrations change. Something's wrong. A battle cry ripples through the colony. Soldiers rush forward, their mandibles clicking in synchronized fury. An intruder has arrived. You're snatched up just in time, carried away like royalty or luggage, as warriors clash with the enemy. The wasp is vanquished, but the lesson is clear: life in an ant colony is no picnic. After weeks of non-stop eating, you reach the next stage, pupation. Think of it as a fast-track metamorphosis. Like puberty without the awkward social phase. You wrap yourself in a silky cocoon, your body reorganizing itself into something better, stronger, faster, maybe even winged, if you're lucky enough to be a future queen or a male. Otherwise, welcome to the working class. Finally, you emerge, a shiny, fully formed ant. Your exoskeleton hardens, your legs twitch. An instinct kicks in. You have a job now. And if there's one thing ants love, it's having a job. Welcome to the colony. Time to get to work. Ant society is a well-oiled machine. Everyone has a role, and there's no slacking. As a worker, you'll be doing all the grunt work for the rest of your life. But don't worry, it's not as boring as it sounds. Worker ants are the multitasking heroes of the colony. You'll clean, build, forage, and even babysit the larvae. You're basically an ant nanny construction worker hybrid. Your first job is usually nest duty. You're scrubbing dirt tunnels with your mandibles while older ants boss you around. It's like being the youngest sibling in a family of overachievers. But hey, someone's got to keep the place tidy. Once you've proven yourself, you get promoted to foraging. This is where the real action happens. Foraging is like an ant version of a treasure hunt. You'll leave the nest, guided by the colony's pheromone trails, chemical highways laid down by your fellow ants. These trails say things like, food this way, or danger ahead. It's like Google Maps, but smellier. The moment you step outside the safety of the nest, you're hit with a sensory overload. Blinding light, overwhelming smells, and an open expanse that feels terrifyingly infinite. Then you see them, giant shadows swooping through the air. Birds. You freeze, instinctively pressing your body against the ground. One of your siblings isn't so lucky. With a swift peck, the bird snatches them up and flies away. Your tiny ant brain processes this in an instant. Move fast, or die. You scuttle toward the nearest cover, a forest of grass. Blades towering above you like skyscrapers. Your antennae twitch, picking up faint chemical signals left by the foragers before you. The trail leads to a jackpot, a crumb of something sugary. Left behind by one of those giant, two-legged creatures that lumber around like clumsy gods. You and your team surround the treasure, working together to break it into smaller, manageable pieces. But as you're hauling your share back to the nest, the ground trembles. A monstrous frog lands amidst you and your comrades. Panic erupts. You drop the crumb and sprint for your life. The frog's tongue snaps at your comrades like a horrifying, sticky, giant whip. You barely make it back to the nest, diving into the entrance as the frog retreats. Your heart races, but there's no time to rest. The colony's survival depends on everyone doing their part, and you're no exception. As you grow more experienced, your roles shift. You're no longer just a forager, you're a builder, an architect of the colony's ever-expanding tunnels. With your mandibles, you shape the earth, carrying tiny grains of soil to the surface. It's exhausting, repetitive work, but it's also oddly satisfying. Each tunnel you carve strengthens the colony's defenses and creates new chambers for future generations. One day, while you're deep in the nest, another alarm ripples through the tunnels. This time, the threat is existential, an invasion by a rival ant colony. The air is thick with the scent of alarm pheromones. You rush to the front lines, where chaos reigns. Ants from both colonies clash mandible to mandible. In a brutal battle, the ground is littered with the bodies of your fallen comrades. You're locked in combat with an enemy soldier, your mandibles clashing in a deadly grip. It's a fight to the death, and for a moment, it seems like you're about to lose. But then, reinforcements arrive. Your colony's soldiers overwhelm the invaders, driving them back. You're alive, but just barely. As you limp back to the nest, you realize how close you came to becoming just another casualty. One day you wake up feeling weird. It's hard to explain. Your exoskeleton feels tight, like it shrunk overnight. Your 6 legs are moving, but not because you told them to. They just go, like they have a mind of their own. Which, to be fair, they do now. Congrats. You've been infected by Ophiocordyceps unilateralis, the world's most fabulous and diabolical mind-controlling fungus. You don't remember much about how it happened. Maybe you licked the wrong leaf. Maybe you rubbed antennae with the wrong crowd. Doesn't matter now. Because you, my friend, are no longer just an ant. You are a fungal puppet. Right now, your legs are taking you somewhere. You have no say in this. That's just how it is. You're climbing, higher, higher, toward a perfect spot. Not too sunny. Not too shady, just right. This is prime real estate for what's coming next. You might see your colony down below, your old ant friends still scurrying about, blissfully unaware of your new fungal overlord. You could try to wave. Not that they'd notice. They're too busy not being brainwashed husks. Your mandibles suddenly clamp down on a leaf. Hard. And, oof, ow, you cannot let go. Seriously, it's like biting into superglue. Your body just locks up. That's the fungus again, making sure you don't fall before it's done with you. At this point, you might be panicking. That's normal. Existential horror is a reasonable response to losing control of your entire body. A few days pass. Your thoughts get fuzzier. Your body weaker. And then, oh boy, it starts. The fungus, the one that hijacked your brain, starts growing out of your head. Yup. That's happening. A long, spindly stalk bursts through your exoskeleton, sprouting like a tiny, nightmarish tree. You are now, officially, an ophiocordyceps. Farm. Your body. Just fertilizer. The final act. The fungus releases its spores into the air, raining down on your former friends below. Some unlucky ants will breathe them in, and guess what? The cycle starts all over again. Isn't nature amazing? And you? Well, you're dead now.